Welcome to another episode of Four Kings Podcast. Back in full effect. It's your boy BBC C-Mac.
Wait a minute.
Yo, we got the full gang in attendance tonight. The only person we are missing is Ray Bud. So shout out to Ray Bud.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that good stuff, Ray Bud. So I'm gonna call to check on you tomorrow. I got the little issue for you. Yeah, we gonna link up. We're gonna keep it short and sweet, concise, straight to the point tonight, right? If you ain't following us, this is your first time rocking with us. Go find us on social media. I'm not even gonna tell you where to find us no more. Shit, just go find us.
Because they
like
finding
the shit.
us.
Right.
Just don't forget the ENT.
Just don't forget the ENT. Boy,
most importantly,
fuck around, get them white boys.
Uh-oh.
So,
Lord.
yeah.
Starting early.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Get in them comments. Phone numbers on the bottom. We do take live requests. We just don't take requests for BS. Shout out to Paul Lamar, Hunter.
Yeah, that was great.
Appreciate the interview.
Absolutely.
If you want to call in, if you watching tonight, Paul, you are more than welcome
to call in. Yeah, talk about this shit.
That was a fun.
That was my homie. That was one that was shooting real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was doing his thing
From half court.
From
Steph Curry with the shit.
That's how you got to
That's
pull
how
up.
you got to
Baby.
pull up though.
Hey.
Confidence, conviction is
That's
key.
right. That's right.
Yeah, you don't chop a tree down with one swing.
It happened.
Say, man, unless you John
On
Henry.
live.
Unless you John Henry.
We can't edit it.
Or Paul Bunyan.
It
Paul
happened.
Bunyan.
Yeah.
He saw something he wanted. He went after it like a man. I value
On
that.
live, yeah.
I value that.
He was assertive.
Yeah, it was the dominant alpha shit.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
And he's going 50-50.
Sometimes you gotta put it on the table, man.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta put it on the table. This is true.
What are we putting on
What
the
I was
table?
going to say, what
No.
exactly are we
It
You know
depends.
what?
It depends on who's around.
Sometimes you gotta big dick it, man.
All right.
Whoa, we started early.
Okay. Well,
We
you know.
ain't even 5 minutes in. We ain't even did our intro.
Damn, I sure didn't even introduce
You got
you.
the shit making there. Yeah.
We got Nina in the building. We got
AKA Carmen San Diego.
we got K Dot in the building.
The dad had daddy.
The dad had daddy. We got Dorian in
The
the building.
regular guy.
The regular guy. All right.
The therapy guy
The therapy guy.
on
And we
Instagram.
got just Jamie in the building today.
Yeah.
That's-
AKA.
Oh, no,
I was gonna say, wait, are we doing it?
Jamie looks like I'm sick of y'all shit.
I mean,
So,
Oh, that's perfect.
man, we're gonna go ahead and jump it off tonight.
All right.
You can see the title BBC, right?
mm,
So don't be looking for no OnlyFans or nothing like that. Unless you
Lord.
got at least $25. That's the only way you're gonna get some BBC tonight.
Nothing is $9.99.
Yeah. You can't. You cannot have all of this for $6.99.
Wow.
OnlyFans name Swing Lane.
Oh yeah, she do. Yeah, she do.
wow.
My cousin said, Jamie got that wagon bill, folks? Yeah, she
No.
do.
Ah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Look at Jamie.
I
Tell
do
a little
not.
story
It is
real
a
quick.
wall.
These
Tell
are
us.
facts.
It is as flat as a pancake.
These are no.
Jamie is lying. Jamie got two midgets in the
No,
background.
I don't.
right?
Wrestling
And
in
they
the trunk.
fighting.
No.
And they fighting.
Yeah.
So shout out to Taisha. She said $25 ain't bad though.
Hey!
All right. So tonight we got to talk about boundaries, betrayal, and cheating. Right.
Lord.
Facts.
So that's a whole lot to unpack, and we got a short time to do it in, but we're gonna try and hit it as much as we can. Right. We might even have to do a BBC part 2.
Wow.
Yo.
I'm saying, hey,
Wow.
nobody's saying Billionaire Boys Club though. Everybody has this y'all are all perverted. That's all it is. Y'all perverted.
I mean,
People in y'all mind.
You know?
Today.
Hey, so we got an interview coming up this weekend with Smart out of NY. We got my boy Dave $sign from the West, and we got Jay Black from the West. So it
yeah.
is going down this weekend. So let's jump right on into it. So boundaries, right?
Mm.
How would you define boundaries, and then what does that look like in a healthy relationship?
I'm absolutely terrible with boundaries. I don't. I give too much, so I'm not. That's not my forte.
At least he's honest. He's honest, ladies.
I don't really know how to do that. Like I don't know how to be like, nah, don't do that or don't say that. I kind of just roll with the punches.
Well, simply put, like this is the line. When you cross the line, this is what's gonna happen.
But see, I'm that one that's gonna cross the line.
Right? Yeah,
Right.
no.
Like I tell anybody,
and I like fiery like that. I do. I enjoy that.
I was that
Is that
kid.
toxic?
So where you tell me don't do this, now I want to know why you saying don't do this.
Right.
So
So you
I can come
definitely
back
doing
and
it.
tell you, you know what, you was right.
Yo, boundaries in the black community is fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
And then you find out, fuck around.
Yeah.
You got a
literally what
point.
it is.
But okay, so Dorian, to your point, how do you get to the point where you define what that line is with your partner? I think that's what people are struggling with, because I think people understand what boundaries are, but they're trying to figure out how do you define it.
I think defining is saying, yo, look, this is what boundaries teach you how to be loved and how to love yourself, right?
Okay.
So like, this is what the boundary is. Look, I don't really like being called a motherfucker. So if you call me a motherfucker, this is what's gonna happen, right?
Okay.
So I've told you what the boundary is, motherfucker. Okay. And then when you call me a motherfucker, this is what happens. Now the problem I think with us is once we say this is the boundary, we have problems enforcing it. And once you let a person trample over your boundaries, oh, you's a motherfucker.
Time and time again.
Yeah, over and over, trampled over.
Wow.
I agree.
Trampled.
Well,
and you can't get mad at nobody else for not respecting your boundaries if you don't respect them.
If you don't enforce it.
Absolutely.
But then, like, what? And like in a relationship, like, why do you? I don't want to feel like I have to enforce anything. Like, I think you should just know. Like, why are you a habitual line crosser? Like, what is going on?
But that's the thing, though. You can't just expect somebody to know if we just are not dating. Like, you have to tell you.
But that's the dating phase, right?
Right. That's the dating phase. That's the whole part of us sitting down and having an adult conversation.
But here's the other thing about that, right? Even when you are vetting and you're going through the process of getting to know the person, they're learning your temperament that whole time. Even after you know the man professes that he wants to be with this woman and everything else, there's still a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like, because you're still in that honeymoon phase, nobody's really being their authentic self.
Agreed.
100% of the time.
But then over time, people get comfortable too. They be like, fuck it. Well, I don't care about your boundary. I've been with you for 15 years, bitch. You gonna love me.
And that's where you start losing.
But I've seen that though.
But I think what you really highlighted is a personal boundary, right?
Yes.
Like in my personal boundary is like, yo, I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna show up as me, and either you're gonna accept it or you're not.
Okay.
And if you don't, then well, that's the line, and you move on.
Okay.
All right. Taisha just said so. Your people, Kellen people just said that boundaries, the shit I prefer you don't do.
In a nutshell.
Then Taisha just said once people see they can cross those boundaries, you don't step up yourself, and people can see they get past it and they continue to pick at it and see how far they can go.
Absolutely.
It reminds me of a little kid. Like, don't do that. But they still doing it. They gonna keep doing it until you slap the shit out of them.
But that goes back to the point of what you were saying about if somebody defines what a boundary is and you testing it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm that little defiant
right?
kid.
We've all had this as children when we have kids. I just assume people have kids, right? So you tell a kid, hey, the fire hot. Don't
Everybody
touch
here
it.
got kids, by the way.
Everybody
Everybody
got
got kids.
Hey, the fire hot. Don't touch it.
One.
The fire hot.
Parents.
Don't touch it.
Don't matter.
How many times am I going to tell you the fire is hot before I let you burn yourself? And once you burn yourself, now I have an opportunity to parent. When somebody crossed the boundary, now you have an opportunity to teach them.
But how many times do you allow them to cross the boundary? Because the first time is a teaching moment.
Absolutely.
The second time is a what?
Man,
look, whatever happened.
The third time is a what?
Look, it ain't gonna be no.
Because how many times are we crossing this boundary, Mr. Sir?
What they say? Fool me once, shame on.
Exactly.
Fool me twice.
Shame on me.
So you can cross the boundary. For me,
3 times.
I think it's a 2.
Fuck the peace sign.
Fucking peace out.
That's when you habitual line step. Hey, that's when you become an habitual line step.
Yeah.
You Rick James. you know, and so at this point, you know, I guess my thing is,
hey, y'all like the comments up, share the stars, share it on your feed.
Yeah, share the video, let everybody tap in.
Okay, so let's do a scenario then. So like, what's the boundary for you, Nina?
Lord. Okay, so all right, I was debating this. That's why I smiled just a minute ago.
Okay.
I wasn't smiling at you guys, but I was smiling to decide if I was going to share a story or not. I haven't decided yet, so I'll just talk about your question.
Okay.
So for me,
she's stalling.
I am, because I don't know how personal.
Don't get too personal. Let's just make it like real, like this run of the mill boundary, because I want to see a threshold.
Run of the mill boundary. So for me, for instance, when we're out, my guy and I, we both get a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I get a lot of attention from guys. He gets a lot of attention from the females. And what I've noticed is when you shut a guy down, he'll chill, move on. Females, though,
them bitches gonna keep trying.
They stick around, they cackle, you know, everything funny. Nigga not that funny.
He might be funny. He might be funny.
He's not that funny, sis.
I get what she's saying.
You're not gonna ha your way to this dick, okay? Let me just tell you, you're just not. You're not. You know, there are some dicks you can ha your way to. I've been with a couple of them guys, but this one, you're not.
You know, that's like y'all sitting at the bar and he feeling her. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, like it's so for me, he's like you. I don't, you know, I mean, you know, what you want me to slap the bitch?
And dead ass. Women want you to be like the nastiest. They want you to be the nastiest fucking person. Just like, bitch, I said, leave me alone. I'm with my woman.
That's right.
Somebody want you to be like, get away from me, Satan. I'm like, you really want me to call her Satan?
Yes,
like,
and push. Yes. So for me, my boundary when we're out together and we're out in a pub. So I'll just I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
So we're out at a comedy club.
Okay.
Right. We got VIP seats. We're sitting in the front. Okay. The comics come on, you know, we're getting a lot of interaction, whatever. It's cool, you know, whatever. The female comic comes on, she sees us, she, you know, doing her little jokes, whatever, she getting it off. The guy says, hey, y'all want to come? We having a party, you know, everything on us, whatever. We're like, yeah, cool. So we go, we at a party, you know, everything, you know, we're chilling, we having drinks, whatever. The bitch over in the comedian, she over in his face, giving her Instagram and this, that, and the third.
Maybe she was networking.
Exactly.
No, bitch, you network with me.
Networking with a guest?
Yeah, why not? What does he do professionally? He might be able to help her out, you know, make her expand her brand.
He can't.
She giving Instagrams and the things. And so I go over, introduce myself. You know, we all talking, you know, Kiki, whatever. And he's like, yeah, you know, the guy comedian came and asked me, like, were you single or were you with me? And I told him, you know, you was with me. And he looked disappointed. I said, yeah, well, the bitch you was talking to looked disappointed.
She didn't care.
Boy, first of all, look how easily she said the bitch.
Absolutely.
The bitch you was talking to.
She became a bitch when you decided you wanted to exchange Instagram.
But the difference is, so what I want people to realize
I've
is
never experienced this.
The men went to him and said, hey, are you with her? Or, you know, before they came and talked to me. She went directly to him. You see my point? That's the difference.
Now, see, if you would have went over there and pulled her straight by her head,
I would have been
considered a black aggressive female.
So what you're saying is men are respectful and women are just uber disrespectful.
I'm not necessarily
saying.
Hell no.
I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that for me, a boundary in that case, which we talked about later, would have been for him to dismiss her up out of his face.
Oh, you mean a boundary was how you wanted to be respected even when you weren't around?
I was there. I mean, we were all, I was actually networking.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can network, but he can't network.
No. I was networking, you know, with the females and things like that. We were all talking and stuff. Yeah. You trying to play a game. I was networking, meaning I was talking and having conversation. We were having drinks. You know, it was a good time.
Because, like you said, my man ain't that funny.
He ain't that funny.
I'm funny as hell.
I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
He's not. So I'm not. I'm just trying
And
to
see,
figure
that's
out,
the thing. Like,
you know, what's the deal?
of
He
course
probably
we
watching
gonna
too.
have, you know, we're gonna have y'all thinking that y'all are hilarious.
Of course.
Y'all, you know.
Well, let
Oh,
me
no,
you know,
fuck
say,
that.
I
know
know
I'm
y'all to
funny.
tell me I'm
But
there.
don't
I'm
let another woman sit up here. You done told a joke and she's still laughing.
And
No, bitch,
still
it's not that
keep-
funny.
well,
it's
it's not
that
funny to y'all because y'all heard the joke already. You know what I'm saying? This is
Not
new to
your
her.
face,
Right.
continue
This
to
is new.
laugh.
This is,
That's
you
my
know, I
joke.
get
Okay.
to work my new material. My old material was something new.
There you go.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
be giving her no new material.
So you saw the joke today. I told him the joke. Now let me tell her the joke.
Okay,
right?
what's the joke?
I don't think you saw the joke. All right.
Hold, before you even tell this joke, please do not put us in Facebook jail.
Oh yeah, no,
Hey,
don't tell the
Marcy.
joke.
Can we tell the joke?
No, don't tell the joke.
What's up, Marshi?
We
Hey,
should probably
Marcy.
watch what we say on here. I
So
don't
look,
know.
nah, look. So okay. So we call women's butt cakes, right?
I saw it.
Okay, you didn't see.
No,
Look, so she laughed just right
No,
now.
one of my friends shared it, but she shared it,
Yes.
but she cut your face, your.
I hate that shit.
She's
So-
so credit for your shit.
Say, man, hold on.
That's
Fuck
all right.
that.
I'm gonna make you a
Wait,
watermark.
nah,
Sorry,
you know what?
I'm
No.
sorry, y'all.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
make you a watermark.
I'm sick of this shit.
I'm sorry.
This is getting on my fucking nerves.
She didn't put your
this
name.
is the
So
pet
I
peeve.
seen the joke, but I didn't know. Yeah, I saw
This
it.
is my pet peeve, right?
You gonna have to start watermarking.
No, even if you watermark it, people get creative. We want
They'll crop it.
crop it
Yeah,
out and all
that's
that.
Press the three little buttons.
Yeah, you know,
And then yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
It takes
That
time to
happened.
come up with some of this creative stuff that I do. I'm wild.
your dad jokes.
Nah, these ain't dad jokes.
That was a dad joke.
That,
No,
That was like a
that was
like
a
an uncle
C-Mac
joke.
joke.
That was a dad joke.
no, that was a C-Mac
like
joke.
that.
That
I
was
like
a
it.
C-Mac
I
Tell a
also
joke.
like
Tell
that
a
joke.
joke.
No,
I
we
still
can't. No,
love it.
No,
Okay, so
no,
so
you don't
Dorian,
tell that off
so
the-
Dorian
off
say he
air.
don't know the joke, right?
Okay,
All
tell
right.
the joke. Tell the
So
joke to
here's
the
the joke, Dorian. Right.
Okay.
So we call female butt cakes, right? Man, she got some nice cakes.
Mhm.
So what do you call a lesbian's butt?
He's gonna get you canceled on the first day.
What do we call lesbian's butt?
I don't know what we call them.
Stud muffins.
Yeah.
You didn't want to answer that.
LGBTQ Dorian has nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Oh, so
But yeah.
mean,
Wait,
we gonna
somebody's
be in Facebook
laughing.
jail.
Who is that? Yeah,
that's his cousin.
for sure.
But look,
For sure in Facebook jail.
but
If y'all don't see us next Wednesday, y'all know what.
You know why.
man, look, forget. So look, I do gotta.
Say forget it.
That was so lame. It was funny as hell. Thank you, Marcy.
Exactly.
Anyway,
It's dad jokes.
nonetheless, it
I
was,
love it though.
folks was laughing.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
love it.
shit.
It was creative,
I'm-
but it was borderline poppers.
Absolutely.
absolutely. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Borderline.
Not that boy is good.
so this is what I hate, right?
Mhm.
We spend the time to get the creative juices going, we
Mhm.
put it out there to the masses to
Mhm.
try to stay in the algorithm and everything. And the one motherfucking thing that people can do is just
Crop
share
your
it
shit.
and no, just share it.
Mm.
Just share the stuff so we can people can properly follow or do whatever they got to
Oh,
do.
okay.
Because I be going in some days. I go off on a tangent. Like
Yeah.
I was talking about, I'm about to open up a strip club and call it Yams, and we serving soul food during lunch. Right? I'll just say all sorts of stuff just to keep the juices going.
Mhm.
Juice.
The juice,
Gotta keep the juices going.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Lord,
I
it's
cannot.
going to place.
So,
It's going to place. I can feel
just
it.
as long as the juices don't
Guess
touch
it's
the
just
cornbread
flowing
from the
with the
greens.
BBC
You know.
No,
Man.
they gotta touch.
Sometimes it's
Huh?
done.
Ew.
It got to touch.
All the food all has to.
What does this have to do with BBC?
I mean, I think it's
See, I don't have no boundaries on my
You
plate.
gotta-
You know what I'm saying? My food can all touch.
Hey, what
You know what I'm
BBC
saying?
you talking about?
It can all touch.
So look.
See, I'm funny.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Hold on. There you go.
Okay,
Bam.
so Kellen,
Yes.
what boundaries do you have for your shooby dooby? Because you have a shooby dooby.
Shooby-dooby.
Yeah, where this
What she can't do.
I don't have that for her yet. Because we're both single.
A shooby dooby running free.
Well, we're both single, so it's like I'm entertaining her, she entertains me, but it's like
y'all are dating.
Yeah, we're dating. That's not not my girl.
Committed.
No,
gotcha. Okay, so we're still dating.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shooby dooby
dating me.
Dating means that you are courting someone or someone's courting you and you're getting to know and y'all are in the getting to know phase and that it's not exclusive, that you might be dating or being courted by a couple other people.
Oh, wow.
Well,
now, hopefully
you can be exclusively dating.
You can be once you decide that.
There you
but
go.
Typically, if you're dating and no one said that, the understanding is that there are a couple other shooby doobies here.
Oh, there can only be one shooby doobie. Highlander rules.
Right.
There can only be one.
Okay.
There can only be one
shooby
doobie.
Other quarters or
There
something.
you go.
Yeah,
whatever.
I can have like a yeah and all that, but there's only one shooby doobie.
Only one shooby doobie.
You gotta have a little yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a little. Know I'm talking about. Know what I'm saying.
Hey, since I'm really from the West, you can have whoop de whoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some whoop de whoop over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the thing is, when you're dating, that doesn't necessarily equate having sex. So you can be dating a couple of people, but not actually be having sex.
So wait. If you having sex, you doing more than dating?
No, it just means that you've made it past the courting stage.
Courting stage, right.
Okay.
So
you can date more than one person and have sex with more than one person?
When I was dating, I had a 3-date threshold, and if he couldn't, get out of that zone by then, we're done.
She kept him in the friend zone.
That's it. Forever friend zone.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work for me.
So you can get friend zoned after 3 days?
Absolutely.
I have.
You honestly get friend zoned sooner than that.
I was gonna say I don't want to waste your time. So if you haven't, shown me that we have the potential to move out of the dating stage by 3 dates, then I'm gonna assume.
Once I get the what's up, homie. It's
what's up, fam?
What's up, fam?
I think I've been
love.
Once you start talking to me like one of the niggas,
hey,
you can't fuck around no more, man.
Yeah,
that's some of the best pussy I've ever had, though.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it's like when a girl friends on you, then you get the surprise pussy.
Oh
my God. Drop into your lap one day.
Surprise.
Can we say that word?
So first of all,
she didn't know you was gonna hit her with the.
Well, no, because it was like I thought we was friends, and then
she got the surprise.
She got the surprise.
Yeah, she got the surprise.
She make sure you edit this.
I'm not gonna edit that.
The live is crazy work.
But that's what's happened though. Like I've thought I've had a platonic relationship with a young lady, and then the next thing you know, like we're just in there talking about life, and then she put that thing on my lap, and it's like, oh.
Look, I'm a regular guy.
Because she knew
when they get that wood, they be surprised that I'm not a regular guy.
Nice
therapy guy.
Yeah,
the therapy guy dropping D off.
I successfully have been.
Hold on. We got too many conversations going. We got. In order for everybody to be able to hear. Now, he talking about dropping dick off.
Yes.
I was dropping dick off.
And this one.
I was saying no. See, look, I was a victim because me personally, I was there for friendship, and I was taken advantage of in my time of weakness.
I'm always here.
And this is what I always say. So when not all the time when you get friend zone, you stay in the friend zone.
There's only been one time ever.
Friend zone.
No, you said one time you've been friend zone and stayed there?
Yes, one time. And because for me, when somebody says I'm in the friend zone, it's because I don't want to be there. If I'm just your friend, I'm not in the friend zone. Like if I have a sexual attraction to you, and then you put me in that position, that's the friend zone. But if I'm just your friend, motherfucker, what zone?
That's not a
friend zone.
I get that.
But like, there's been a couple of times where I try to holler at a girl. She'd be like, "No, we're better as friends." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then next thing you know, I got ankles in the air. This is like, that's not fair.
Okay.
Oh, not that.
So Kellen, Jamie had a question.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, were they straight up?
No, I got a 45-degree angle.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
You gotta hit it with the acute angle. You know what I'm saying? Get the leverage.
Baby? Or was it?
No.
Oh.
What was your question, Jamie?
So, okay, you said that you went over there just as a friend.
Yeah.
On a compression type.
No, I didn't. But
that's why she took.
I went over there for commerce because I used to have a different kind of occupation.
Wait, time out. You can't say that.
Yeah, I can. No, 100% say that. Yeah, that's it. No fingerprints, no evidence. Yeah, but I used to have a different kind of commerce, and I went over there for a service, and the next thing you know, it was like, oh, okay. And this happened multiple times in college. It was just a thing.
Oh, this was in college.
Yeah, this was a thing. This was a thing for me.
Marshy say no friend zone equals no yam zone.
I agree.
No, for real.
It's only happened to me once.
Okay.
But if I friends on you, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I thought
sure.
too. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get in.
Not 9 times
So,
out of 10.
so what I would say is,
get in.
for the most part, when a woman friends on you, that's what that means. Now, you may end up falling in that friend zone, and you might be attracted to her, and she's really attracted to you, but she really was feeling somebody else a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's you fall into the friend zone by default.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you one of them dudes that she swing back through and
I think I like to call it the red shirt.
Oh, you was a dick in a glass
I'm
case.
saying I was red shirted.
You was a dick in a glass case.
Yeah, she red shirted that thing. Like she had her starter. She was paying him on scholarship. You know what I'm saying? But she seen the potential in me. So she was like, you know what? I'm put you on the bench for right now. When I call you up, you know what I'm saying? Go wild.
So how I've heard it is basically this is how it was told to me by a friend of mine, is that a woman will have plenty people in her waiting room waiting to be seen.
But I'm not actively waiting.
But wait, how she does it is she'll have people in the waiting room and she'll slowly move them to like a room to be seen by the doctor. Whichever one the doctor goes into, that's the one that has her attention at that point in time.
Okay.
Wow.
So yes, that was how it was explained to me.
Damn.
great analogy. I love it.
I would
Thank
never.
you, Noise.
I'm a gentleman in the
Oh,
sky.
that was Noise. Shout out to Noise. Noise a fool. Oh, shout out to Sky Truth. He had his event this past weekend.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah.
He had really good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long as it. Never mind. So
Okay,
anyway.
so since we're talking about the friend zone failing because it's a betrayal, let's talk about betrayal real quick.
Okay.
So what do you consider betrayal?
We didn't get
hold
far
on.
with boundaries.
We really didn't.
Oh, we didn't close boundaries yet? Okay.
Let's close boundaries out like this because I'm gonna weigh in on it, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like healthy boundaries are boundaries that could be within any relationship, whether it be a friendship.
Yeah. I can do friendship boundaries.
Right. No, but even okay, would you call your homeboy at 10 o'clock at night just because you saw something funny or whatever, or just want to holler at him?
Oh, yes, there's 2 of them I would do that.
But they got significant others?
No.
There you go. So let's add significant others.
Okay, caveat. Okay. No, I wouldn't. I took out of respect for their significant other.
Right. So that would be a boundary. So then we have some people who choose to and this is one of the boundaries that I deal with on a fairly regular basis, right? A lot of women will prefer if we're having dealings to talk to my old lady, and I'm like, if we having dealings, what the fuck she got to do with anything? Because half the time she's not going to even answer the phone. So you just kind of like you making this is you.
But this is the thing though. Hey, as a dude who work with mostly females. You know, it's weird, like, right? Because
Very much
you know
so.
how we met each other. You know what I'm saying? You meet a dude you meet the female first, and you like, look, I ain't no weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I want to respect this man, and for me to be cool with the chick, I gotta be cool with the man.
Yeah.
That way, it don't look like I'm a weirdo and I'm doing weirdo shit.
Yeah,
like,
or
you know
have weirdo intentions.
But here's the other part about that. If
Yeah.
you're secure in who you are and what the
Absolutely.
relationship is, it don't even matter because you know she's gonna have enough sense.
Yeah.
The boundaries are, he's gonna have enough sense. The boundaries there. I'm not gonna let anything. Hey, whoa, you got a little fresh with me. I don't appreciate that. You know, whatever, and nipping it in the bud before it gets to be a bigger issue.
Absolutely,
because
I agree.
As men, we have horrible etiquette in certain instances, right? Like we'll mess around. Let's see. So it says it almost sounds like boundaries, just another way of saying, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on, what the hell happened?"
You rested your arm too hard.
Okay, boundaries are another way of saying negotiating sex. Hell no,
hell no,
that's not it.
No. So look, boundaries are a way to basically respect each other,
your partner,
and
so how to treat you
and protect the relationship.
But at the same time, you have to be able to take the other person's feelings into consideration. I hate when people go to rigid boundaries, right?
Yeah.
And it completely changes how they deal with people on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
You should never do that because what ends up happening is you change so much of yourself just to be with this person.
Yeah.
A sign of rigid boundaries really means that this person is new at setting boundaries, right? It means that they're not used to it.
Okay.
It can happen in like new relationships, right? Like
very much
for
exactly.
females, like when I first meet girls, like
Mm-hmm.
because I'm grown man, I can have home girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk about their body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk about how they look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say stuff like that because hey, I friend zone somebody before they friend zone me.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I'm like, hey, we homies, yo, like we act like this, and I'm teaching them how we gonna get down. Instead of like where I'm coming from,
the other way around.
Instead of them teaching me, because it's like, yo, this is how we respect each other. This is how we moving.
I
Instead
can
of
be a
like
little fresh.
how they moving me. You know what I'm saying?
I can.
So then, if that's the case with the boundaries, if you set your boundaries and that person has now crossed those boundaries, would you consider that betrayal?
No.
Well, the thing is you communicate. Hey, yo, look, yo, Cal, what you did there, Cal. So like my girl Nina, she posted a picture online the other day, right? And I was like, oh, I see you coming with the looks. And she was like, I'm intelligent. I'm not just a look. And I'm like, no. You post different pictures.
I be quick.
You post different type of pictures, looking a different type of way.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
More than my exterior.
Yeah, she came at me, right? And I was like, no, mama, like, I'm just saying you post your hair change, your outfit change.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing that. Like, that's cool. Like, I'm showing love,
So we had a conversation about what he meant. I'm like, oh, you mean actual looks, like the actual change of aesthetic. I'm like, oh, yeah. I be doing that. Yeah. So and then we got on the same page. Yeah.
And even if you see, like, I didn't even bring it up.
Yes.
Before I got the okay with her, right?
Yes.
That I'm respecting her boundaries because we didn't talk about that.
Yeah. He just gave me a look right now, like, can I? I'm like, yeah.
And before I even bring it up, I'm gonna know that we in the same place, right? So we on the same page. We got our boundaries are the same, so we can move the same way.
Yeah,
that's boundaries.
Totally.
I'm terrible at that.
I was gonna say I don't know what your look means.
I'm terrible at that.
Before you try it, I don't know what you want. Now I'm playing.
But I got female friends that I talk to all the time. And I've known them for years. So it's basically a lot of the stuff that I wouldn't normally talk to other people about. And we candid conversation. It's like, but it's certain things that, hey, look, I ain't gonna say that, but I will say
certain things you won't say that.
No,
that's boundaries.
Yeah, that's boundaries.
I'll say any and everything to my friend Talani. She's like my
other.
Sister. I'll say any and everything to her.
But me and Nina, we just getting to know each other, right?
But look,
no, blood can make us no closer. But she's not my sister.
But he hit it right on the head. When you're getting to know somebody.
Oh, yes.
Right. So even in establishing those boundaries, like I had met a chick, this was like maybe a few weeks ago, right? And she's separated from her husband and she's had 6 kids. And I looked at her. I said the same shit. She said 6. I said, she fired.
Man, she's sitting on a gold mine.
So first of all,
I'm terrified.
First of all, and it's all about the same person. So
get off of her.
Absolutely not.
Get off of her.
Absolutely not. I'm absolutely not. So for what?
So I told her, I said, look, I said, so what happened or whatever? And she was like, he's crazy.
We know what happened.
So you didn't know he was crazy after the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one? Nope. So you knew he was crazy.
Yeah.
So I said, so you're not with him now, right? Are y'all getting a divorce or whatever? Whatever. I just been doing blah, blah, blah. So, okay. I said, so he's probably out here getting it in, right? Lord. I'm just telling you now. If he
might not be
not if he's smart.
That thing might be lined with platinum and bedazzled with diamonds and trimmed with gold. He's probably missing it.
Let me tell you something.
He's probably out here trying to find a replacement.
Thank you.
Ain't no replacement for nothing like that. That's
he's not gonna find an exact replacement because nothing is going to feel like her. He's gonna find something similar.
Oh,
and it might not even be similar.
And the sound advice
I like different sometimes.
Who's the problem? Is his pull-out game?
No,
absolutely.
Or is she sitting on Lake Minnetonka? Like,
I'm waiting on it.
Could be both. Both could be true.
So the sound advice that I gave her, I'm like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, the dude that you probably, if y'all don't get back together, the dude you're probably gonna get, he's either gonna be an older guy, or he's gonna probably be a younger guy that ain't got hardly nothing
They
going
like to
on.
sit at home and play the PS4.
What's the age range of her kids?
The youngest one I think was like 2 or 3.
Exactly. Oh, that's fresh.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
The oldest, I can't remember all those. Might have been 13 or something.
Okay.
Right.
She right in the thick of it.
So I was like,
she need to focus on herself.
They need to figure it out. They didn't carry too far. They didn't carry too far. They need to figure it out. That's
Get back
wild.
together.
Right.
Or focus on yourself.
At the same time, you don't really know what.
If he not hitting you, or if he ain't giving you nothing, you can't get rid of.
One of the two.
50% of his income is gone.
Yeah.
God.
It's one of the two.
So
figure it out or focus on yourself.
His income is out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be.
I mean, he knew that when he was shooting it up.
That's tough. Wow.
I mean, sometimes it don't even be there because I don't. Never mind.
Oh no!
So
you know this nighttime broadcast is different.
Yeah.
It's different.
So
it's normally not like this.
I'm still stuck
it's
on.
Very like
I'm still
charged
stuck on
tonight.
OIGsupport.com. Like this brother is.
Yikes.
Wow. Oh, OAG.
Yikes.
But to be honest, whatever happened, a lot of times when
it was betrayal,
it probably was betrayal.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm super forgiving though. Betrayal's hard for me. You have to really do the most.
We're finna get into it.
So wait a minute, what do you mean?
We're finna get it. We're finna get into it.
Because I understand humans everybody has the capacity to host somebody to do something that's foul.
Really?
Everybody does. Everybody has that capacity. I don't care how good you think you are.
And everybody has the capacity to become a crackhead, but like that's not just what we do.
You don't tap into
like,
it.
we just not
like betrayal has to be something like we have to do something wild for me to feel like that's betrayal. Otherwise, I just think it's a mistake.
So you just smoked a little work. It's all good.
Smoked a little work.
You can recover.
So it's like okay. So and we'll talk about that part later. That'll go into the other topic, and we'll say that for the end. But like, what? Okay, so what besides cheating? What would be a betrayal?
So again, if you what Paul did, so
that's a betrayal.
He got the money from the accident, gave her half the money. She go to the casino, hit big, and don't give him shit.
Well, that's not a betrayal.
That is absolute betrayal.
To me, that's not. I wouldn't even got mad about that.
Okay, let's rewrite that.
I wouldn't. Like if I gave you some money and you did something with it, you flipped it. Good job. You don't have to give me nothing.
I can see.
That's not what he said, though.
I can see your point.
Yeah.
I hear you. I actually can see your point because
but it wasn't in that same timeline. That's what I'm saying.
So what did you expect her to give you some bread because she went and gambled it? Like that's luck.
Hell yeah, because I gave you half of my money from my.
No,
but that wasn't luck though. That was from an accident.
It don't matter.
She was in the accident with him, so him giving her the money from the accident made sense. Her going to the casino and winning big and then breaking.
I don't think she was in the accident.
He said that.
No, he said they were together.
Right.
He was in an accident and he gave her half of the money.
Right.
Because
that was his number, so we could call him.
You gonna
wait, time out.
He gave you
the number.
So what after she got the money? What she do?
Well, she went to the casino like some years down the line and won big and didn't give him any. So he felt betrayed because he's like, "Well, I gave you some of the settlement money."
That's wild.
And
you still wasn't what?
Like, they were still together.
It doesn't matter though. It's like I gambled it. Like you don't want this money.
One is from a settlement and one is from a casino.
Okay, wait. I still want some more information. So they together still?
Yes, they were together. No, not now. But at the time, he felt that as a betrayal because he felt like, well, I gave you some of the accident, the settlement money, and you didn't share your casino winnings. Now, the discrepancy here is, I think I remember him saying she was in the car with him with the accident. They're saying that she wasn't. I think she was. I think she was though. So that's the part for me that would decide how wrong Paul is.
How much money would you give your man if you won a lottery?
Wait, because Dorian likes to understand. Wait, so now it's some time afterwards. And then she get this money. Were they on the same terms they was in when he gave her the money?
I don't know. That's the part we don't know.
So.
I believe
so. Was he still like, "Woo, I love her, like she shoopy doopy"?
Yeah, he said he was in love with her, but again,
was she in love with him like that?
Again, when we talked to Paul,
okay, now you asked too many questions.
It sounded like
I think the therapy part in you.
No, the real nigga in me coming out because I want to know.
We got to get more information.
I just don't feel like that's a betrayal. Like you shouldn't care.
I didn't think that was a betrayal either.
No.
Now, what I would say,
like if you stole from me. That's a betrayal.
I was gonna say that's a betrayal.
But shit, but like, how did y'all? Wow.
How is that?
You stealing from the house, and that money needs to pay these.
But they're not married though.
Don't look.
Live together.
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah, but if you're not married, there's no contract. So
okay,
I'm
get
not
your shit and
obligated.
get out.
Yeah, don't be giving money to people
Okay.
that you're not married to. Like, I don't.
So a betrayal, in my opinion, would be if we're talking about finances, right? So hypothetically speaking, you know, if you have a wife and your parents are ill and y'all are caring for your parents and your wife becomes the POA for your parents,
power of attorney for people who don't know.
Power of attorney to help them do everyday day-to-day life. Your wife been your wife been writing checks from your parents' account, having your dementia-ridden mama sign it.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Pause.
Exactly.
Pause. Because first off, why is the wife the POA of my parents?
Hello.
But
we're giving it hypothetical.
But if I'm at work,
hypothetical.
yeah.
And then
but if I'm at work and then like and she doesn't work,
then it's called FMLA.
Okay.
So then you find out later on that your father had, let's say, 50 grand in an account and that money gone.
Okay.
What did she spend it on?
wow.
No, fuck that.
No.
We calling the cops.
Yeah.
We calling the cops.
That's betrayal.
that's betrayal.
That's betrayal.
And I know it's gonna take them a minute to get there. So during that time, I'm just to beat your ass.
But what if she spent the 50,000 on my people? That it don't matter.
No.
I don't care
Principle.
because you didn't come to me and talk to me about it.
I got another betrayal for you.
That's a betrayal.
So you and your old lady, y'all rocking everything good. She fall out with her homegirl. You go behind her back, talk to the homegirl.
Now you sassy.
What if you're trying to mend their relationship
Sassy
because
pants.
you know your significant other and you know her ways, but like if she's so righteously wrong and you feel like this relationship is good for her,
Thank you. Load that gun.
Load that gun. So if my significant other has fallen out with one of their friends, I don't need to talk to them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But if they're my friend too, then what you?
No.
There's the boundaries and betrayal right there. Because your friend is your friend, their friend is their friend.
So
when you around, when you come around, okay, yeah, I'm gonna conversate with you. Hey,
Of
how
course,
you doing? Blah, 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 blah.
That's it.
But whatever y'all feel out about, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all need to talk about that on y'all own.
Thank you.
It's not my business.
Because I gotta sleep with this person.
There you go.
Right.
You ride with the house. Damn it.
So let's say that
wait.
you like okay. Let's say I met you right, and then I got married to my co-parent, and then you met my co-parent, and you've been my friend for 7 years and her friend for 6 years, and then we break up. Are you still going to be friends with my co-parent? No. See, most of all my friends are still friends with my co-parent, and I'm not tripping.
All my friends are still friends with my co-parent, and I left them all where the fuck they at.
You see what I'm saying? You have to pick a side, fam.
Not your friends.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you should have to pick a side.
Well, because I don't need you to be straddling the fence
when
it comes to your loyalties.
Right.
Because when you see him and y'all all out together with his new woman, and I'm all out with my new man and all this, and you feeling conflicted with your loyalties, I don't actually need you to choose. I can just get new friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just get new friends. I don't really need that energy.
So I'll say this. For me, it's a little different. Like with my kid's dad, he has a best friend. Now, of course, in the beginning, me and her, we did not vibe. But it took for us to actually have an adult conversation to realize what the common denominator was. Now, yes, do we conversate now, even though me and him are not together? Yes, but it's not like we just like, oh, girl, let's go have drinks,
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, it might be like every now and then we'll come, call, check on each other. She'll call, check on the kids, stuff like that. But any of his friends,
everybody's
we
blocked.
don't need to talk. If y'all want to know anything about my kids, y'all can ask him.
His friends are blocked.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Once we were no longer together, you don't need to be on my social media. None of that.
I say for my old co-parent, I don't talk to none of her people, but I still care about them.
Oh, I don't hate them.
Right. Instance,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
His baby brother is not blocked because his baby brother is was my brother's same age, and so they kind of grew up with my kids, and we take them to the zoo.
But they still ain't uncle though.
Yeah, it's still their uncle. So he's not black.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I don't give a damn.
But like his mama, sister, brother, the other ones, they gone.
Man, look,
They gone.
Even my co-parent, all her sisters were still friends. Her aunt was still friends. Her aunt even, like, you know what I'm saying, she'll DM me sometimes and be like, hey, send me some pictures. Send me some pictures of the baby when you have her. And I do.
The aunt in your DM?
Yeah. Oh, but not like that though. No, not Auntie Laura.
She ain't got your text message?
Not Auntie Laura.
Oh, speaking of betrayal. Okay, so here's another scenario.
Wait. Before we do the scenario, no offense. I would say a betrayal is anything that I feel like compromises my trust.
Yes. Precisely.
And once I feel like my trust is compromised, really, how can I rock with you anyway?
There you go.
Yeah.
And then I do feel betrayed, right?
Absolutely.
So
you would have to do something substantial because I have a lot of grace.
Bro,
I see.
Hey, you got too much.
You are
man.
goddamn.
You know what, Kellen?
I'm you know, people fuck up because I know I'm a fuck up.
Players fuck up.
I'm a coach. I teach bitch how to lay up. You know
Players
what I'm saying?
Coaches fuck up too, apparently.
Yeah.
You and that white dude that they put in their portfolio and they call Jesus is out of line.
Girls as players too.
I would do with Kelly.
Well,
I mean, I have contingencies. There's other things that I use to get my my point across.
Okay. Well,
what is that?
I think you into like some BDSM type stuff.
I'm a dom.
Oh,
you on that Arby's? You bring the mix?
Yeah, I got some good rig work.
We going there.
You know what?
So
gonna
first
get
of all,
us counseled.
BBC just took us a whole nother place.
I was watching something earlier,
the guy,
and I had to keep pushing because I was like, "Wait a minute,
in the middle."
What are they?
Really
they
nice.
Doing something sexual in this Arby's commercial? I can't decide. This is wild.
This one.
Yeah,
she's talking about Kellen is really nice.
I'm kind.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a kind person.
It's the cancer in him.
Mm-hmm. I'm also I can be a villain also.
I was gonna say they're a nightmare. Yeah. Trust me.
But that's only when you take me to the
15 years of my life with one of these.
You know.
But see, I like cancer.
People often say people are nice who have no boundaries. Of course they're
very
nice.
much.
But I'm not nice.
But they never tell you no. They never put you in your place.
That was
they
actually
never make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know who you just described?
Who?
A Sigma male.
Oh Lord. No, really, because
this Sigma man don't play this.
When you're in a marriage or you're in a long-term relationship, you're raising kids with someone. You have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
And the issue that I have with my co-parent is that when we were together, he did not have any boundaries. He wanted to people please with his family, his friends, his this, his that, and the third. And I'm like, those people do not come first. Like your family that you've created, your wife, that this ring that I have on my finger, like this stuff actually matters. That stuff that you're talking about does not. And so I don't think he ever understood that, or he didn't have the balls.
Yeah,
hopefully he's not watching.
I mean, hey, that's a good way for boundaries to show. That's how boundaries show up in relationships.
He didn't have the balls to, put proper boundaries in place. So I had to leave.
And that's how boundaries show up in relationships a lot of times.
Yeah.
Or bad boundaries with family members.
Absolutely. It was family.
Inability to say, hey, look, this is our new family.
I mean, amongst other things, but yeah, that was the biggest thing.
This is how we gonna rock. If you can't respect us, then we can't rock with you. And I'll share something out of my experiences.
Okay.
I'm talking about people would drop McDonald's off at the house for 3 people of a 5-family house.
Oh God.
Like my son and myself wouldn't get no food. Now I don't eat McDonald's,
my Lord.
But the other 3 people in the house,
my
daughter is one of them, would get food and they wouldn't even drop me off nothing. And I'm like, whoa, what is this?
I have a horrible segue. I gotta say it before
that felt betrayal.
Before we move beyond it.
Lord,
if you ain't been to McDonald's recently, they got this new McDonald's sauce or whatever.
Lord,
it was pretty good.
He is in love with the sauce.
The sauce. I don't eat the fries though. I don't eat the fries.
Not is it sweet chili sauce or
whatever that is?
It's something chili.
I dipped my nuggets in that today. That didn't sound right.
It
sounds terrible. Look, if I want to dip my nuggets in that,
it's your business.
It's my business.
I'm not gonna lie. So and it's crazy to even just go into it. But I had went to McDonald's and I saw that on the cup. I was like, "Is this a misprint? Like, why is the M upside down?"
Yeah.
And then when I ended up going back, I was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's something new that they doing. I think it's from like China or Japan or something like that."
We trying to get a commercial check from McDonald's. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm loving it.
But I was sitting there eating nuggets all day.
Nuggets.
No, but I think family is the biggest source of betrayal.
Oh, most definitely.
Is what I found.
Yeah, that too.
And their allegiance to that old family, not you trying to create a new one.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
That and then the mess within family, like a family member, a prominent family member dies, and now everybody's fighting for the estate.
I've been through that.
The liquid assets, the property,
or it's not even that. Once the rock of the family is now no longer there, you know, the family falls apart.
Generally, family dynamics really affect relationships.
Absolutely.
Like if someone came from a dysfunctional
chances are they'll create what it say.
He excited for dipping his meat and sauce. Then you're gonna dip 2 chicken nuggets in the sauce and smile and say, "I'm loving it," type shit.
This is 4 Kings After Dark, guys. It changes the dynamic.
Oh, man.
After dark, it changes the dynamic. We are never like this.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
This is Wednesday.
Sort of.
When it's
not on a Wednesday.
When me and Jamie here,
especially dudes night out. Dudes night out, we be wild.
Oh yeah, when it was me,
sometimes I have to do dudes night out.
It'd be fun.
But betrayal, absolutely, family, and I guess we divvying it up and going through different examples of betrayal. And the way to sum it up, right, is like the people who are the closest to you can hurt you the most.
Absolutely.
So, because it's coming from a place you really aren't expecting it to. They know your deepest, darkest secrets. They know the most intimate things about you. And when you turn around and weaponize it, or they leverage it, or, you know, they mishandle the information that you give them, absolute, utter betrayal.
And they know how to piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like if I can understand, if I can fathom it in some sort of capacity of why you did it, I don't consider it a betrayal because I have understanding for that, and I'll give you grace. But now, if I can't fathom why you did that,
he's doing this shit to be contrarian.
I'm not a contrarian. This is literally how I am.
No, he's not being a contrarian. He's an optimist.
I'm an Optimus Prime. But
they're still on the nuggets, boy.
But
now I introducing Ninja Nuggets.
But to me, like if you do something that is so nefarious, like I can't understand it, then it's like, okay, that's a betrayal. Even like what we'll talk about later, I don't consider it a betrayal.
Okay, so what have you ever experienced? Because you don't sound like you've experienced a betrayal.
I have.
Okay, so what was that? Or just give us the overview of the premise.
Someone took something knowing that I needed it to provide service to others, which compensated my economic resources.
You better give that all around explanation.
That was straight off the news.
He is not reading from a script. Kellen actually thinks about what he's saying
before he says
it.
Okay, so how did you handle that? So how did that person know that was a boundary, and then what was the recourse?
They felt that they wanted it more than I was supposed to put it out on the market.
That's empathy.
So basically, I took my pound of flesh, if you will.
So you just took your lump and
no, like they had to physically take, and then then they had to compensate me with slight interest. But I forgave that person.
Mm-hmm.
Empathy without boundaries, with forgiveness, is a way to depression and codependency.
Yeah, that's abuse or something.
But not for killing.
Well, I mean, it took a while for us to get back on good terms.
He really got a good heart.
Yeah.
It's given. It is given sadistic BDSM type. It's given that you like pain.
No. I'm the inflictor.
That's what you think.
That's what I'm.
Boundaries.
I'm hearing otherwise.
I mean, it's duality. So like, you can be one way in one situation and the other way in another situation.
I hear you.
Yeah, because I don't get to exert that in the world, so I like to do it in private.
Damn, Kelly.
Yeah.
Doing it in the dark.
Just as long as
in the dark.
As long as if Diddy comes and says,
"Oh no, I'm not partying with Diddy."
She was gonna slide that.
I'm not partying with Diddy. I apologize. That's a serious apology.
As long as you tell Diddy no.
You got to tell it. Okay. We're so close to being done. And
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. All
okay,
right.
so
I'm on task.
We said it was gonna be a part 2.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to touch on it or not?
Touch on it.
So pause.
Pause.
So basically, for a lot of people, the ultimate betrayal is cheating in a relationship, right?
Yes.
Not so much for me.
Oh.
Why?
But
why did they cheat? Who did they cheat with? And who knows they cheated? Those are three important things for me.
3 great important questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so
3 great and valid important questions.
Make it make sense for us. Yeah. For us because you know how I feel about cheating.
Yes,
cheating is a hard boundary for me.
Up,
so let's say that me and this particular person aren't very much so physically.
So hold on. We got a question.
Okay.
What key elements do the panel suggest for creating healthy boundaries?
Okay. I'm bad at this, so I'm
start
out.
from left to right.
Okay, let's do it.
Our own therapy guy.
No, you got this.
Yeah, you got it, Jamie. What's your boundary? How you set your boundaries? Okay.
So. Go ahead. First, you have to know your boundaries for yourself. Like, what are your deal breakers?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to be very honest with yourself. You have to have some self-reflection and know what works, what doesn't work for you, what you can handle, what you can't handle. And this is all internal work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you're there, you got to communicate that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to communicate it. And that communication is like, yo, this is the line.
Mm-hmm.
When you cross the line, this is what's going to happen, right? As long as you can communicate what it is, and your expectations, I think you're there, really. And then the hard part is not really setting the boundary. The hard part is enforcing the boundary. Right.
You should give them a ding.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
The hard part is not setting the boundary. The hard part is enforcing the boundary.
Especially because the boundaries really come with people who are important, right?
Yes.
Because people who aren't important, you could just cut off without a problem.
Absolutely.
You know, but people who you set boundaries with are people who are close to you.
Or you intend to keep in your life.
Facts.
Okay, so...
Okay, I don't really set boundaries, but when I do set boundaries, I have a conversation. I tell them what I don't like, and I'm such a presence in most people's life that my absence is felt. Therefore, they would rather not, in that capacity, lose me. So they'll do their best. I've had friends who I'm no longer friends with because they've crossed lines, but they've been trying to get back in my good graces ever since then. But you're dead to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, I'm pretty self-aware to the point where I know what I call disrespect or what I feel is disrespectful as far as being a spouse or a girlfriend or whatever the capacity is. So for me, that's usually found out in a conversation that we have while we're dating. So if we're dating, courting, we talk about different scenarios and, how would you feel about this or how would you handle this or whatever. And if someone throws me a scenario and they're like, well, how would you feel about if you came to my softball game and there were friends that I have and they would, whatever. And I'm like, no, that actually wouldn't be okay with me. So if we have that conversation and I say it up front, then my expectation is that you wouldn't put me in a position like that. And if you did, we would have a conversation. Second time, the conversation might be different. Okay. Like termination papers.
Just went straight HR.
They don't even get 3 strikes.
Yeah, 3 strikes. I mean, second time it's like,
Okay.
We talked about this already.
Maybe I didn't hear it correctly.
Okay, so second time,
No, I was just saying sometimes you can't give people 3 strikes.
Yeah, we got to drop the paperwork.
Should be in the rough draft mode.
Yeah.
As soon as this motherfucker just...
Let me just...
So, for me, in creating healthy boundaries, I really honestly feel like there's gonna be some similarities across the board for everybody, right? Like they're not gonna differ from relationship to relationship, but then some things are gonna differ because you also have to take into account the person's personality, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're an extrovert, if you're one of those people that you're always out, you're meeting people, you're doing this, that, and the third, you have to be conscious of who this person is.
Right.
So you can't just put such, and that's why I say I hate rigid boundaries, right?
Yeah.
But there's going to be some things of like, okay, let's agree to disagree, or let's agree this is what works for us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's certain things like I would never come home at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely
Like,
no.
like, you know, been out all night, woo, 5 o'clock in the morning, come in.
Mm-mm.
That ain't gonna fly. Because see, on the other end, if you come in at 5 a.m., I might be sitting here with a bottle and a pistol in my lap, like, you know, hey.
Because exactly what's going on at 5 a.m.
There you go. And so I use that as an example because I think everybody can agree across the board.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand how people are in relationships and they go to these after hour spots. Like, bro,
are you communicating with me, or are you just not coming home at all?
Listen what I'm saying. Unless you working, like you're a DJ or something like that, because we did have somebody that was a DJ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody we knew that was dating a DJ.
Yeah.
You might have missed out on it. But anyway, so
it'll come to me.
Okay. So if somebody was dating a DJ, they went to go do a club scene and they went to do the after hour spot. Makes sense. The issue becomes when you say you at the after hour spot and you're not at the after hour spot.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
That's lying.
That's lying. Yeah, that's
but what I can honestly say is though, like, create these safe boundaries, right? So that way, if something is like, it's some stuff that's like an absolute hell now, and there's some stuff that's like, all right, I can see how you might have stumbled into that one because, again, some people define cheating as this, that, and the third, and other people look at it as strictly the physical aspects of cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something for you and your significant other to kind of work out and figure out what those boundaries are.
But I think that's what the dating and courting stage is for, because if we can identify in the dating and courting stage that your boundaries and my boundaries don't match, I'm not going to want to get with you and then change your boundaries. I actually friend zoned a guy because of that, because I could see off rip, like our boundaries were not aligned. And I'm like, I'm not even going to do that to you.
But you're ready for this?
Yeah.
So a lot of times you don't really start making the changes in the dynamics until you actually are faced with a situation that make you. Yeah,
but I'm not going to be your guinea pig though. If you've been operating like this for 30 some odd years.
But again, everybody doesn't show everything. They don't show their cards in the beginning. So you may not have come to face with the situation that makes you feel like, hey, wait, I don't like that. I don't like
pineapples.
Exactly. Well, because again, like I said, I'm not crazy, right?
Shit.
Oh, whatever. What I mean by that
you
is
got the crazy girl T-zone, like how your face is structured.
It's like she got a face. She's from Louisiana. Yeah. I know she crazy.
I've dealt with your kind.
I've seen your kind before.
I know about you.
Okay, Judge Mathis. But no, really, I date guys who are, I guess you could say, desirable to other women. Yeah. So I know there will be, situations that arise where he's going to have to use his best judgment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm trusting him to make his best judgments and keep me out of precarious situations.
Precarious situations. And you want to know the number one thing?
Yes.
Just don't make the other person look stupid.
That's it.
Yeah, don't embarrass me.
Don't play in my face. Like, it's really just that simple.
That's the only time that for me, that shit, you can, everybody gets one, like Spider-Man, right? Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. So it's like if you cheat one time, I'm more willing to forgive you if you're not like, if you don't embarrass me. Like, if you cheat with the homie, then it's like, nah.
Wait. So if a dude jump up and down and your girl kitty cat, you okay with it the first time?
How did I find out about it?
So hey, I let Leroy from down the street.
No, because he's down the street.
But those three questions that you said
in the beginning, that's all matter. Important. Yeah, so it's like if it's proximity, you're disrespectful. And no,
so but I let Leroy from Florida jump up and down to me.
That's in fucking.
It happens. Like you can never know what your partner's doing ever. You just have to
every second of the day.
Yeah, now, true.
I will say that I agree with that
argument.
Yeah,
a few years ago, she's like, "Oh no, I know what my man doing."
No,
So
you
I
don't.
don't hold on to that. Like
So-
she can go somewhere else and act a complete fool, and I would never know.
So okay, so she tell you, hey, 3 years ago when I went to Tampa on that business trip, D-Roy jumped up and down in me.
But why would she tell me?
Why would she?
And then why would she tell you 3 years later?
Well, maybe in a fight
I
she
just
got
wanna
mad.
know.
But if something like that was to happen, I feel like you're bringing that up to try to hurt me because we're like. So then it's just like
maybe we beefing.
maybe we good.
When
But
is it okay for her?
if
to tell you?
if I'm willing to forgive her, then like I get to get my lick back, and you don't get to have questions or opinions about it.
Nah.
Okay,
And then we're
so
good.
I will say this. I was with my co-parent for 15 years,
Yeah.
and he had a couple of discrepancies
Mhm.
that I forgave and let go.
Yeah.
Okay. But the reason why I forgave it and let go, because we were young.
Mhm.
We were in our 20s,
Yeah, shit
whatever.
happens, right.
Yeah, shit happens. Okay, cool. So I only got my lick back.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
gonna
know,
happen. That's going to happen.
The scales got to be balanced.
Yeah, it's gonna
You
happen.
Libra.
But see, this is the thing though.
I'm a Scorpio.
I know, but that's some Libra shit though.
But see,
Scales.
Scales got to be balanced.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with no toxicity, right?
But
that's
I was
not-
in my 20s.
No judgment. No
Yeah.
judgment.
I was in my 20s. I didn't know any better.
Judging.
No judgment because
Totally
I
judging.
no, because I know me, right?
Yeah.
Because hey, my co-parent did her thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I said, okay, well, look, let me jump off this roller coaster, man, because but we got kids,
Of course. Yeah, we have kids.
Hey,
we raising a family,
I can't. My kids ain't about to see me wild out.
Yeah.
Because I have to be uber duper disrespectful when I get my lick back. I
Damn.
can't just be regular disrespectful.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna
So
be
you like-
disrespectful in the act, but she'll never know.
No,
Like the things that I did, the
He
atrocities
is
that I committed.
sadistic.
To like, you wish I dicked you down like that.
He's
Like
sadistic.
it's gonna be wild.
So
I'm gonna do
basically-
the
That's why I love
most.
a
Basically.
counselor.
He's sadistic.
He gonna raw dog her.
I'm gonna
He
do the-
gonna
I'm
suck
gonna-
her toes.
I'm gonna do the
He just
most.
gonna-
Everything that you like, I'm gonna do to her times 10.
He's
But see,
sadistic.
and even with, that's why I said
And I'm
I'd
gonna
rather
smile every time I think about it.
everybody else go because I know me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get my leg back.
Yeah. Well, again, this is why I'm so strict about the cheating boundary now, because in hindsight, looking back in my 20s, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
My thing was, well, we have a family, we got bills, we got,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so, but what I wasn't looking at was that character trait or that lack of integrity was going to carry over, because how you do anything is how you do everything.
Mhm.
So, my thing was, this is going to be an issue across the board down the line at any given point. So, but I didn't find it out until, I didn't figure it out until later.
Yeah.
So now when people say, why are you so stringent? Well, because I realized that certain character traits are not things that just go away.
True.
They cause problems in different sectors of people's lives. It's not just a cheating. I don't give a damn about you getting your rocks off.
It's the lack of discipline.
Yes, it's
I
the lack of
understand that.
discipline and the integrity. It has nothing to do with you getting your rocks
What
off.
you mean lack of discipline?
Like you
Lack
can't,
of
you can't,
discipline. So you
you
can't be
say
around
no.
a fat ass and not
Right,
and not
and not
slap
hit,
it. You
yeah.
can't. You can't
And I,
be around some
And see,
coochie
but
and
I
not.
think that's the difference. And I don't mean to cut you out. I think that's the difference because with me, if me and my man are out somewhere,
Mhm.
and let's depending on the environment,
Yeah.
and it's some ass slapping going on, I might want to see him slap her ass. I might just be
No,
like,
no,
"Babe,
no,
she gotta
no,
get
no,
that."
no.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
So
Yeah.
to me, it kind of depends.
I'm saying you are in a situation where, let's say, for instance, your man got a work wife, right?
no,
No.
first off, no.
That's
See?
crazy.
You see my point?
That's crazy.
So let's say
it can happen, but go ahead.
It
Exactly.
can happen.
let's say your man got a chick at the job, and
Mhm.
she come in her little pencil skirts, she jiggling.
Mm.
Hey, good morning.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shout out to the jiggelators.
Shout out to the jiggelators.
Oh my goodness.
And she passed by his desk every day. Hey, you want some coffee? Good morning. And every time, and every time y'all have an argument, he coming to work,
Venting to her.
venting to her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
nah, I don't do
And
that.
see, even with that, that's why
Didn't
I
that
say
make your stomach hurt when I said
for
it?
me it's so it's different.
That's
it's
that's what I'm talking about.
I just wouldn't have no work wife because I just that sounds like to me like you gonna try to get some dick later.
You on the
Yeah,
verge
it's
of
like
getting,
you're on the verge of trying to figure out how can I get this.
You in the tryouts,
messing up what's at home.
I've been a work husband by accident before, and the lady started calling me that, and I was like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, I ended up being a work bae on accident.
On accident, it's being nice.
Until I
Just
figured out
nice.
what was actually going on.
Yeah.
It was crazy because
Same.
it was at a call center. Me and the guy, like, we became cool because we always ended up sitting by each other.
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend that worked there. I was well aware of the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Never disrespected. Until like I started noticing, you know, how he was just acting.
Mm-hmm.
One day I noticed he was sick. I was like, oh, you know, I can bring you some medicine or whatever.
Yeah.
Brought it. She came back there just pissed. And I'm like, whoa.
You see my point? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying like if we're out, because let's be honest, y'all. You in a relationship, there are a lot of attractive people in Houston, in the world in general,
Houston especially,
but in Houston especially, the men are fine, the women, you know, they fine, they getting the whatever, you know.
I went to Home Depot the other day, they all got that thing.
Everybody got that thing on them.
I was like, what is going on? All these tools in this building?
It's a lot of tools. So when you're in a relationship, you have to be you have to be intentional about your boundaries and about your integrity, because if you just falling victim to every fine woman you see, or you
had it right the first time.
every pretty face that you come across, how can I can't build so my goal in life, I'll just say this, is to build a legacy, a dynasty, if you will. And so
it'd be a legacy.
A legacy. It could be both. Yeah.
Okay, so legacy, empire, dynasty type shit, right? I can't do that with somebody who I can't trust.
Right.
So that discipline.
But can you trust him to get some strange?
I'm about to say.
So that's
but that discipline that we talked about, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah.
If you don't have the discipline to pass on the cutie with the booty. I hate to say this, but you know, turkey leg falling apart.
Yeah, it is.
Because that man, you know.
But I think that's because if you ever and this has happened to me before, so I know this exactly.
Okay.
So when you have an attractive woman on your side, like you tend to get more attention.
Yeah, because you know why? Let me tell you why. Because women see a very fine woman, because that man's wife was beautiful.
Yeah.
And she was thick and fine.
Yeah.
Gorgeous
she had some
woman.
work done though. She had some work done.
But she still was gorgeous though.
I'm just saying.
Tall, you know, she was stacked.
She
whatever.
was tall.
She was tall.
Yeah,
Amazon. She was fine. Oh, she fine.
That's what I saw.
She's very fine.
A few weeks ago in my pizza.
She's very beautiful. And so what happens is other women will see her with him. Like, what's she doing with him? I can.
But
and then that's what women do. I'm telling you, they will see a woman with a man that's accomplished and has money and you know, building.
Whoever it was, they stuck on what she did.
And they will see.
Is it fair to say women are competitive?
Women are competitive.
We're very competitive.
But let me say this. A confident woman is not. A confident woman will not compete with another bitch for nothing. But these birds will. The birds
correcting yourself.
So
the birds will, because see what I noticed is these women they know that they don't have a man that's really about them.
When she say birds, she mean chicken head.
I do.
Chicken.
And so they have plenty men that'll jump.
It's more of y'all though. So,
that'll jump around.
I'm a rare commodity. I feel like I should be competed over.
I'm saying
I feel like it's beautiful.
There's a lot of men that will jump around on these women, but these women have yet to get a man to actually commit to them and follow through.
Yeah. I mean, we want to
be with them. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the women who compete with other women who see that man is married or in a relationship who wants to tear it down. Those women have yet to have a man who commits to them, follows through, who wants to be with them.
Why so, Nina?
You don't think that's sisterhood? She's trying to just get that man out your life because she knows shit. He know she know
he ain't shit.
Yeah, so she just trying to just you know what I'm saying, fix that for you now.
She
so
like
she
he
doesn't
for
fuck
the
you later.
streets. He for the
Because
streets.
in those type of situations, like where she feel like, oh, okay, well, I can take him from her, and he's gonna be more happy over here. In all honesty, exactly what he did to me over here, he's going to do to you.
And not only that, he be sad when he get over there.
Trust me, it's not about taking me over there. It's like, okay, if you, this is personal experience.
Okay.
So when I was in college, I dated this very voluptuous woman, and when I started dating her, I started getting a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
So girls who wouldn't even like give me a chance was like trying to like
take you from her.
Well, no, they're trying to have sex with me in random places. They didn't want to keep me.
Man, that's fire.
Yeah, they was just like, you know, I want to know what that's like. Because if you can get her, then why are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't correlate it at the same time. Because I used to just wear a hoodie in my backpack all the time, and they was just like, what? Why?
What is it about you?
Yeah, and so that, boy, I have Steph Curry numbers.
Disloyal.
Well, no, I told her every time.
Steph Curry practice numbers.
Yeah, I told her every time.
That's still disloyal. You just was honest.
No, she wasn't tripping. She was just like, really? I was like, yeah.
How do you identify a bird?
How do I identify a bird?
Yeah.
So how I identify a bird is typically a woman who is very catty with other women. So you would see a woman who she can't get along with other women. Like you would come into a space with other women where we're, you know, doing business or you know, just doing a thing. She can't compliment another woman. She can't get along with another woman. In fact, everything that other woman does, she needs to do something to be, you know, to stand out. And she typically doesn't have a man who's committed to her. Like,
that sound like alpha females.
What? Competitive women? No, I wouldn't say that because I would consider myself an alpha female, but I have never compete. I would not compete.
Right. I'm not competing with nobody.
I would not compete.
So are you ready for this?
No, I don't compete.
I've sat back because I had to make sure I took care of this time.
I would consider myself an alpha woman. Yeah,
Really?
absolutely. You don't think so? What you gather?
What you were saying?
I'm trying to. I got. You know, you got to find your spot to slip in. There you go.
I'm just curious. He said he didn't think that I would be an alpha. So I'm wondering what did you think? Because it sounds like you have a negative connotation of what an alpha would be. So everything's dualistic. So if there's a light side, there's a dark side. So it sounds like you've seen the dark side of the alpha females.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, you know, I'm processing. You know.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm like,
I'm quick with the draw.
Yeah, you ran with that. You
ran
off
my girl.
You ran off with that.
What you were saying, Chris?
So honestly, I've sat back and just kind of listened to everything.
Okay.
And I was waiting on my opportunity. So,
okay, we sorry.
You know, I'm loading up the clip, just out going on.
Lord.
So I love how everyone sat back and attacked the fact of cheating just out of lack of control, right? So
not really.
I mean, you basically said, and I quote, if you can't be around this without having this self-control, then
that's lack of control. I mean, but that's a part of cheating.
Lack of discipline. I said.
Lack of
discipline and control, they're interchangeable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people define. That's why those three questions he asked were so fucking important.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
I can't remember. You put me.
It was why.
Yeah. Why'd you cheat?
Who
you cheat with?
Who else knows?
Yeah, who else knows? That's important to me.
That's important, period. Because look, if everybody else knows that you're being cheated on and you're the person, it's like the elephant in the room.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
And everybody like, yeah, man, yeah. And then they going behind you, man. She, woo.
That's embarrassing.
That's a cold one.
You know she fucking old boy.
Exactly. That's terrible. Like,
look at them on Facebook looking like they have.
That makes it worse.
Now, that's the part that I'm talking about.
The fact that I know makes it bad enough.
Right.
And then the why is important too, because like if I'm not performing my duties, then it's like.
But that's why I said that first question was really the most quintessential question that you asked. Why? A lot of times, and this is what happens, and I just have to say this, as men, women they'll ask the why, and when they get the why, don't want to accept the why. It in turn becomes the victimization. Like, why would you do that to me? And it's like,
it's hurtful.
It is hurtful.
Well, look,
cheating is betrayal.
I did it because I ain't
hurtful.
had none in a certain amount of damn days.
Look, I know somebody who had sex 10 times in a year. I think he due for one. Yo, he due for one.
That's crazy.
The dude that divorced his old lady 2 times in 2 years.
That's crazy. Once
That's
a year
nasty.
for Christmas.
Sometimes
Christmas
that's
and your
why.
birthday?
That's why people give their spouses hall passes.
But see, here's the thing. So, I was
then
talking
they
to
get
Ray
out of
Bud.
hand.
I was talking to Ray Bud about this, right? And we were on the phone earlier today because he was saying that he was talking to this female, and she said her dude was out messing around or whatever. They married, and she said I would have stayed with him if he just would have been honest. Because I know it'd be me. I don't feel like having sex, but he didn't want to. She sat him down and said, "Look, we can be in an open relationship." I said, "That's where she fucked up right there." I said, "See, in his mind, an open relationship meant we both could do this." Well, she should have just been like, "You can have this hall pass," because that honestly makes more sense. Him getting a hall pass because she don't want to, and she, as Kellen loves to say, it's not cheating because it's not a game.
It's not a game. You can only cheat. You can only cheat in games. Your relationship a game.
Oh my God!
I don't believe in that. You can only cheat in games. You can only cheat in games. You can only cheat in games. Like, is your relationship a game? You already set yourself up for failure.
I mean, but that's like, okay, in a previous relationship that I was in, the question came up about a threesome.
Oh.
And like I told that person, I say, well, if that's what you want to do, then we might as well be in an open relationship. How would you feel if I came to you saying, let's just be in an open relationship? Well, now we can't do that. Okay.
But do you know why though?
So because you only want to satisfy you.
It ain't. But see, and that's it.
But you're not okay with me bringing another man into the bedroom, but you want to bring another woman. No, we might as well just be in an open relationship.
But don't suggest. So
no.
But see, she was gonna bring another man, and she gonna end up looking like that pig on the stick.
No, I wouldn't. I wasn't trying. No,
not that visual.
So, no, you can get that visual out of bed.
But no,
I wasn't trying to bring another man in the room. My whole thing is, you opened your mouth to ask me for a threesome. I'm not doing that. So if you want to go and do something else with somebody else, okay, while you are doing you, I'm gonna go out and do me.
Yeah,
we can come back home and talk about it.
Equal opportunity.
But see, and again, that's the wild part of it, right? Because why would you enter into an open relationship? And this is all honesty. A man want to be with his old lady. He picked her for a reason.
Yes.
The fact that she is now denying, well, not denying, withholding and restricting. I like those terms better. They're a little bit more friendly. You know, so withholding and restricting the access to the vagina. You know what I'm saying?
We're not getting banned this time.
I use educational words there. But the act of in doing that, right? You now are enabling the other behavior that's happening. Not saying that you're excusing it, but you're enabling it. So why would you want to turn around and say, I need a hall pass too? If you're restricting it and I'm coming to you,
why you need to do that? Because you ain't even doing it with me. So what you need it for?
That's the point.
Okay, I see your point. Well, I can see both sides on that.
And in all honesty, what
do you always drink your favorite soda?
Look, this is the thing.
Sometimes you want to mix it up.
And so then,
you know what I'm saying?
When you and in the act of competition, right?
Okay,
that's bullshit.
I love Dr. Pepper. I might want to get a Baja Blast.
Wow.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Women compete from the moment they go.
Yes.
When they know they see a guy, they want a guy. This is who I'm.
They willing to lie, slander, cheat, degrade, betrayal, all that behind the man that they competing for. Absolutely.
Right. They'll tear another woman down in front of a man.
Absolutely.
Just to get his attention.
To get that man.
So,
yeah.
And it's
I've seen it.
It's not just the fact that
those are the birds.
It ain't just birds. So
I think that's sexy. Tear it down for me, girl.
Destroy that bitch.
Destroy that bitch.
How bad do you want that? Daddy? Show me how bad you want me, bitch.
but to do it at that level, that would be.
I ain't gonna lie, I like a little dirty macking. I do. I like when girls dirty mac. That shit is sexy to me. Dirty mac that hoe.
Look out.
Nope.
I've dated women.
We're not gonna
right?
never do it.
I've dated women, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm going out tonight. Okay, well, where you gonna be at? Such. I'm gonna be such. Woo, woo, woo. You know, I don't have a problem. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be. Mm-hmm. You know, and I some little chick roll up. She talking, and next thing you know, she's through. You come up with my favorite drink. You know, that at the time it was Crown and Sprite. So you know what I'm saying. Hey, here you go. Oh man, thank you. And then you know what happened? She removed herself. Why? She already had the upper hand. Women compete on certain women. Women are gonna compete.
But I don't see that as competing, though. I don't see that as competing. I see that as showing you my qualities and that I am observant and that I'm considerate. So I know your favorite drink is a French
Connection.
If I know your drink is a French 75 and I see you out, I'm gonna shoot you one. I might not even actually come over to see you. I might actually just shoot you the shit.
That's competitive as fuck.
No, it's not. I'm not competing.
Thank you.
I'm saying what's up. I see you.
That's not competing.
That's not. What I think is competing is that I know, let's say I know you dated a certain said chick, right? Mm-hmm. I come telling you some dirt on this chick.
That's not competing.
What is that?
That's just dirty work.
That's dirty macking.
I come telling you and some shit I done made up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's a lie. That's fine.
That's just you basically creating issues within the household because you know the shit is gonna work. Yeah. Because now you want her man.
That's
I don't like you stirring the pot, but if you tell me some true shit, I value that.
True shit, yes.
I value that.
But if you lying, I'm saying like these women, when I say compete, I'm not saying like you should show your best qualities. You should. If you're a woman and you're single and you're dating a man and you know your man is dating and you really interested in this man, you should show your best qualities. But I don't think you have to tear another woman down to show your best qualities.
This championship behavior, man.
This is what?
Championship behavior, man.
In showing your best qualities.
You know what I'm
saying?
And showing your best qualities, once you get there, man, it does not mean for those best qualities to stop.
Absolutely. And what you find is them women who the birds.
Mm-hmm.
When they get the man, them qualities stop.
I'm sitting up here showing you my best qualities, especially in this bedroom. Now I got you.
Wait a minute.
I ain't got to show them to you no more. No, you still have
now
to show
it's twice a year.
Yeah.
And this type of thing.
So
that's not okay. Because you don't wasted that man's time, bitch. I could have had him. What you doing?
I mean, but it's not always about the
I'm
best.
just playing.
I see a lot of alpha right now.
It's not even about like the best.
I'm just playing.
This is what alpha is. I condone that shit.
But I'm saying though.
Yeah.
No, but so like what I wanted to say earlier was we were talking about betrayal.
Okay.
A lot of times, either people will get into relationships and they will either overperform or underperform sexually, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we like, oh wait, I thought you was a freak. Mm-hmm. Oh, you not a freak? You was just doing this because you was trying to compete in a championship. This ain't really you, girl. You don't really perform like this. I settle for a nightmare because now all of a sudden you are two times a year. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who is this?
Why
are
you
doing this to me?
Right?
I feel like
what you mean you don't like to get choked? I've been choking you since day 6. Like what you mean?
So like, when a woman starts to hold sex like that, I feel like it's because you're not inspired. And I'm not making excuses for women, but I feel like you're not inspiring her to throw that thing on you. Like
I was just about to
say, I was in a relationship where this woman cannot keep her fucking hands off me.
But we had a conversation the other day.
Look,
and I said that I know what you're talking
about. Yeah.
How is it in the beginning there were no stipulations to the pussy?
Yeah. Later on.
Now all of a sudden
it's pussy rules.
It's pussy rules.
Pussy rules. All of a sudden you rationing the pussy. I gotta be in the bed by 8:30. I gotta wash the dishes and put the kids to sleep.
Sing a lullaby.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but if you can, if let's say like when I first got, because I tear things out. So when I first introduced myself to the active sex, it's always gonna be C game. I'm gonna C game you. I'm gonna give you the 75.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
The first couple of times. Absolutely.
I don't not in the C game. Not until I feel like I have to show out to prove a point.
Yeah.
Because for me, and then I've done it to my therapist also. in my past, I use sex as a manipulation tool. So like, if I wanted something from you, I'll just dick you down properly, and then I would ask for it, and you were going to give it to me because you're all euphoric afterwards.
You already
Wait, your therapist told you to give somebody your C game?
No. That's for me. But he told me that I use sex as a manipulation tool, which I understand.
Okay, which is why you doubted
Wait, you
back.
got it. Yeah, as a therapist, I really want to know how you got there.
I'm going all in.
Oh, we're just talking about
I'm
relationships.
not going all in the beginning.
Well, no, you can't go all in.
Say, man, fuck all
in the beginning.
YOLO.
No.
And not only that,
Yo,
the first time is the audition. You're trying to make sure you get the call back.
Okay? That's for a man, but for a woman, you can't go all in the first time.
I get the call back with the C every time. I'll be bell curve for these niggas. They C game me like an F. I be mushing me.
I'm not
certain sexual things I just like to do anyway.
For yourself. I get that.
I'm positively selfish. Like
I'm a lady. I can't do that. I'm gonna be very C game.
If I know that we're never gonna have sex again, this is the one time we're gonna have sex. We're just doing this once. I'm gonna show my motherfucking ass. But that's only if it's gonna be a one time thing. That's it. Like if it's gonna never happen again, you're gonna remember me.
More about C game. So like. No. When I've seen C game in sexual relationships, it's because the woman was really like anxious and she was really concerned about the security of the relationship.
Okay.
Is that when C game shows up?
No, not for me. No. Wow. But I'm not on trial here.
No.
So.
It was. I feel like
just
right now you're just speaking for women.
I'm just speaking in general.
I feel like you C game people because if you don't, then if you give them too much,
if you go too hard,
then it's like
it'll get sticky.
And now you're there for the wrong reason.
Yeah, it'll get sticky, literally or figuratively. But what I'm saying is, okay, here's my thing. I got
stabbed right here in the arm for doing too much.
You see what I'm saying?
Somebody driving by my house, man.
You don't know. Okay, so here's my thing with adults, right? We all adults. You don't know if someone is really capable of experiencing, all there is to offer. Mm-hmm. So the way you find out is you inch your way in.
Yep.
Inch your way in.
You don't
give them the whole thing. You don't slowly, go take the first time.
But surely.
But
you get in the baby pool and you wade your way.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
shallow end. No, you can't do that. Because listen, you get these people and they talk this big shit. Oh, I'm P.
I'm talking about sex.
No,
obviously you
people who
you just did.
Yeah,
no. Late melatonin.
No,
I haven't talked about what I'm doing. I'm talking about
there are men who will tell a woman when you're dating, like, oh, you ain't got to worry about it, baby. I ain't gonna be in your bushes. I'm P. I'm, just all these things.
And they be like this.
With the binoculars. So
I've never been there.
Well, good for you.
Well, I drug that nigga naked in the field behind some.
I'm about to say I've had some real Joe experiences.
Wow, I've had some
in my day.
I love Joe.
I love Joe too, but he crazy.
Yeah, I beat that man.
Crazy.
I beat that man to inch his life behind that thing.
6 kids got a couple.
I'm saying, you see my point? So you can't just jump in there, especially if you don't know this person's temperament. I think you have to, as you get to know a person, if y'all happen to get past 3 dates or whatever your threshold is, and you experiment in that way, you can't just give it all you got, because you ain't giving dating all you got. You started off dating, right? You started off talking, and then you dated, and then you make it official, and you propose, and you get married, and then you have kids. There's stages. So what makes you think you should just jump into that willy-nilly, full-fledged?
So then I'll say this. Let's not give all of what we got tonight. Y'all tune in next week for BBC Part 2.
Did we get everything?
Yeah, we left plenty of meat on the bone.
Okay.
There's plenty of meat on all these bones.
Okay.
Right.
You saw a picture.
We'll holler at y'all next week. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend. We appreciate those for rocking with us. We typically ain't on this late, so yeah.
4 Kings After Dark.
Holler at us next week.
8 o'clock.
Usual time. There we go.
Yeah, we'll be on time.
All right. 4 Kings.
Like, share.
In life, don't go where you're tolerated, go where you're elevated and celebrated. 4 Kings Podcast, ENT. We're out.